The Ghost of the Abandoned House. The Shadow House, as it was known in the small town, was an old, abandoned building on the edge of the forest. It was said to be haunted by a sinister ghost, whose wails echoed through the broken walls and moss-covered windows. A group of friends decides to uncover the mysteries of this house, but they will soon discover that the terror awaiting them is more real than they could ever imagine. Legend sign of the Shadow House. In the small town of Oakwood, the Shadow House remained a symbol of mystery and fear. Stories about the ghost haunting its walls attracted the brave who wished to unravel its secrets, but few returned to tell the tale. As the fearless explorers, a group of friends consisting of Alex, Sophie, Mark, and Emily decides to defy their fears and explore the Shadow House on a dark autumn night. Armed with flashlights and cameras, they enter the rusted gates of the abandoned property, eager to discover the truth behind the legends. The rise of terror. As they enter the house, the friends are enveloped by an atmosphere of oppression and darkness. The sound of footsteps echoes through the empty corridors, and shadows writhe on the walls. They find themselves confronted with terrifying visions and inexplicable events that defy human logic. The revealed ghost. As they explore the dark rooms of the house, the friends begin to feel the presence of the ghost. A sense of intense cold envelops them, and melancholic laments echo through the corridors. In a moment of courage, they come face to face with the apparition of the ghost, a pale and ethereal figure that stares at them with empty eyes. The tragedy of the past. With the appearance of the ghost, dark secrets of the past begin to unravel. They discover the story of a family that lived in the house decades ago and suffered a terrible tragedy that left indelible marks on the property. The spirit haunting the house seeks vengeance and redemption, and the friends find themselves trapped in a battle between the world of the living and the dead. The fight for survival. Confronted with the terror of the past, the friends struggle to escape the Shadow House and the vengeful spirit that pursues them. They face deadly traps, terrifying illusions, and the darkness of their own souls as they search for a desperate way out of the cursed house. The final redemption after a night of indescribable horror. The survivors emerge from the Shadow House, exhausted and shaken. They know they will never be the same after facing the terror that lurks in the shadows. As they flee the abandoned property, a final vision of the ghost haunts their thoughts, reminding them that not all mysteries can be solved and not all spirits can be set free. The Shadow House remains as a dark reminder of the fragility of life and the eternity of terror. For those who dare to venture into its depths, it will continue to be a place of nightmares and despair, where the ghost of past tragedy awaits to claim new victims.